I was gonna wait like, I don't know, 5 more minutes to go live. When I saw 9 people were waiting, and I was like, okay, fuck it, whatever. What's up, guys? Music's loud, right? Let me turn that down. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Let's see. Okay, we got a lot of homies here. And, wait, let me just get the screen out of my face. I got some cool stuff to show you guys today. Jesus, okay. We have Warrior Zone Studios, Kuraransu, Avatar Desto, Lautaro Assis, Zizu, Avatar Desto again, because I'm going down the list and just seeing the names. Jay Porter, Drew, Universed, and, God, I feel so bad. I can't read Cyrillic, so I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. I guess I can. The only thing I can say in Russian is that I don't know how to speak Russian, or I can speak a little bit of Russian. I can say "Я знаю чуть-чуть русского, но только чуть-чуть," which sounds really fucking good. Whenever I whip that one out around people that don't know Russian, they think that's like the coolest thing they've ever heard. Me saying I can only speak a little bit of Russian, and the little bit of Russian I know is how to say I can only speak a little bit of Russian. The pink chair is the reason we're here. Animation Studio, what's up? Oh my god. Okay, well, I feel like I always, like, stall a little bit at the beginning of these live streams, but you know what? Yeah, Russian Jake just dropped. What are we on tonight? This is what we're on tonight. We are on the official reveal of a close-up of Fammy's hair color / eye color. Did I click the right thing? Wait, let me move my, display capture real quick. I don't like where it's sitting. Let me just... Okay, there. I just had to move that a little bit. It's bothering me. Yeah, we have the official... I mean, we technically had the official hair color and eye color for Fammy already. But, the back of Volume 14, I think, just does a better job of showcasing it. Looks kind of like ash brown / gray, like we talked about before. But, also the red eyes. I was hoping for green. Because I always thought, like, Fammy, Famine... It always kind of feels like envy to me as well. It just I don't know. I thought green eyes would be a better fit. But also, I'm not Fujimoto, and I trust the GOAT's decisions, you know? Let's see. Oh, yeah, seeing her official colors for the first time. I think that's, like, one of the most well-anticipated moments of Part 2 of the Chainsaw Man manga. Here. I have a mimosa today. It's a special day today. It's a special day, so I brought a mimosa. It's not really a special day. It's just, I didn't stream all week. I streamed last week. I did the chapter review last week. And I kind of fucked off for the rest of the week. A little bit, tiny bit of burnout. Not from this, though. It's not the streaming or the video making that's the burnout. It's just being back at work. I have to be up at 5 a.m. most days, so, that had me a little less motivated lately. But I love everything about Fammy's design. You know what? I showed this off on a stream a while back, but we have plenty of new homies now that haven't seen this yet. But, there's a special collaboration with the Chainsaw Man manga, or maybe it was the anime, the Chainsaw Man anime, with a, like, clout clothing company / jewelry company called Ground Y. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. Maybe I can zoom in and... Oh, shit. Oh, I have to fix my focus now. Oh, so cringe. It's so hard to figure out, like, the perfect spot. I think it looks good. But, the Ground Y Chainsaw Man collaboration, I was able to pick up, and just seeing Fammy made me think about this. But, I have this little dangly chainsaw. It's like a silver chainsaw starter earring. And I thought it'd be fun if I did a video where I get my ear pierced. Even though I'm kind of a bit of a coward. I have my nose pierced, but I thought it'd be fun if I did a video where I get my ear pierced and I put this in. So that'd be cool. I wish I got 2 of them, because that'd be like super epic. I probably could still. I can show you guys where I got it from. The only problem is that it was super expensive before because it's made out of silver and it's also like a cloud company, but it's probably gonna be like way more expensive now. Yeah, bro, think he Fami. Exactly. You know, actually, funny enough, I bought this before Fami was introduced. I will give myself that. I bought that before Fami was introduced, but then she was introduced around the same time that I bought that. So then I was like, it's even cooler now. I'm just gonna catch up with chat real quick because I've been ignoring you guys. What's up, Funky Orangutan? How are you doing? Lloyd Rowe. Just want to make sure I say hi to everyone I haven't said hi to yet. Pretty sure her eyes are pink since the front and back cover are pink color scheme. That could be it. Yeah, it does look kind of pink. Actually, like the closer I look at it, it does look kind of pink. Do you think you'll be covering any Hell's Paradise content? I think you'll enjoy it. So I read all of Hell's Paradise. I love Hell's Paradise, and I'm watching the anime right now. And I will say, I love Mappa. I love Hell's Paradise. There's something about the anime right now, especially after watching episode 3. There's something about the anime that isn't doing it for me right now. And like, I hate saying that because I love the series and I love Mappa, but part of me feels like, I don't know, it feels like maybe there's not enough care put into the adaptation, I guess. I don't know. I don't like saying things like I didn't like something. I like being someone that appreciates things. I like liking things. But I just found myself maybe like a little bored, especially with episode 3. Even though episode 3 had the most, like some of the most action that we've seen in the manga or in the anime so far for Hell's Paradise. But it's incredibly hard to release an episode of any anime in the same week the hour-and-a-half-long premiere of Oshi no Ko comes out. It is incredibly hard to stand up to the absolute peak of Oshi no Ko in that first episode. I watched it twice the day it came out. I spent 13% of my day watching Oshi no Ko. I think that's the math. I did the math earlier. I was originally going to do a video for Oshi no Ko this week, but I was seeing a lot of videos by other creators, chibi reviews, just a lot of like fan reactions to Oshi no Ko, and as much as I wanted to do a video on it, I was just thinking about it. There's nothing I can add, you know? Like, I don't know what I could say that someone else hasn't said. Like, the only thing I was thinking, I was like, maybe I could do like a comparison, because there are some scenes in the manga that were cut from the anime, and I thought maybe I could do a video talking about the scenes that were cut from the anime. But as soon as I thought that, I got a notification on Twitter that Chibi Reviews put out a new video, and it was the differences between the Oshi no Ko anime and the Oshi no Ko manga. And I was like, fuck, the one thing I could do. I don't know. You know, I will say, I don't like making super serious content. Like, I don't know, because I'm not good at it. I don't think I'm good at it, you know, deep dives and stuff. I like trying, you know. I wish I was, you know. But with goats like Sufferance and stuff, and I feel like I don't want to spend so much time like being serious. I have a lot more fun just like looking at theories with you guys and stuff. So yeah. Also, I'm seeing what Avatar Dester said, that Oshi no Ko is already #1 on my anime list. Okay, Oshi no Ko, super hot fire, absolutely. My anime list is the single biggest joke of a website in existence, because first of all, not My Hero Academia, fucking Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood platoon is gonna come and fucking give it as many ones as possible to bring it down to size, so to speak. But also, there's only one episode of Oshi no Ko out. How can it be the #1 anime after one episode? The episode was fantastic, I will agree. And also, I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not the fucking #1 anime of all time. Like, honestly, if I'm gonna be real, if I had to say there is a season of an anime that I think had like the most hype around it, that I think would maybe deserve to be #1 in on my anime list. This isn't me just being like a dick rider. I think Attack on Titan season the end of season 3 part 2 or season 4 part 1. There has never been bigger Attack on Titan hype. Where can you watch Oshinoko? You can watch it on High Dive. It's on High Dive right now, but if you don't have High Dive, which is majority of this fucking planet, you know, there are ways you can find it on the 7 Seas. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say these methods on YouTube. Wait, Zizu, is Oshinoko on any other platform in any other country? Like in Japan, is it on Netflix or something? What's up, stranger? How are you doing? Oh, so what was cut from the Oshinoko anime? So in the manga, there were these scenes that kind of they kind of made some dramatic irony within the first 9 chapters, I think it was. Like there were scenes from the future with like the director in an interview talking about how he's making some crazy movie, and it added a little bit of dramatic irony to those first 9 chapters, so you knew something crazy was going to happen. I'm trying not to spoil as much as possible for Oshinoko if anyone hasn't seen it yet. If you haven't seen Oshinoko yet, please get on it. And I actually, like, of course people haven't seen it here because people are asking where to watch it. So I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, there's just a little more dramatic irony in the manga with, like, scenes from the future added in. So, there's that. All right, let's see. Oh man, Lloyd Rowe, you are in for a treat. If you're not an Oshinoko reader, you are in for a treat, my friend. It is so fucking good. Yeah, and not the author. So Oshinoko is made by 2 different people. Aka Arasaka sensei, who also is the mangaka behind Kaguya-sama Love is War. Aka Arasaka is the writer of Oshinoko, but Mengo is the illustrator. So it's done by 2 different people. Mengo does the illustrations, and Mengo is a huge Chainsaw Man fan. There's actually a rumor going around. I don't substantiate rumors, but I think it's kind of funny. And not funny, I mean, like, you're not supposed to ship human beings because it's fucked up. But people think that Mango Sensei and Tatsuki Fujimoto Sensei are married because Mango and Fujimoto interact a lot, and Mango was like, I don't know what the fucking... Wait, let me look up what the actual evidence people had of that was. Mango and Tatsuki Fujimoto married. Okay, whatever. I don't know. But Mango is such a big Chainsaw Man fan that after the infamous chapter 81 of Chainsaw Man came out, which was the, you know, power with the cake and then the bang, after that chapter dropped, Mango had to take a week off of Oshinoko. Oshinoko went on, I think, its first hiatus because of that chapter of Chainsaw Man. She was so distraught that she couldn't make a chapter of Oshinoko. How fucking nuts is that? Also, what's up, Gogrin? I didn't say hi to you yet. Did I say hi to you, Jay Porter? Mango is a woman? Yes, Mango is a woman. Tatsuki doesn't need anything except for his sister. Yeah, whatever his Twitter account's name is. You're 8 episodes deep into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I don't even know what's happening because all the episodes put me to sleep. Oh, wow. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I will say, I love it. I am a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood fan. And it is, like, if you have the time to sit down and watch 64 episodes, it's 64 good-ass episodes. And, if you're not interested in it yet, I would say keep going through it because it is good and it's worth watching. I feel like every anime fan should watch Brotherhood at some point. But, you know, it's just, like I get it. It's a lot. It's a huge commitment. And then especially, there's a lot of resentment for Full Metal Alchemist right now because of my anime list. And trust me, I get it, honestly. Like, I feel a little bit of that resentment as well because it's just, like, these turbo virgins on the internet that just want to downvote everything that surpasses it because they want Full Metal Alchemist to be the #1 anime of all time because it's the best anime. And it's just like, dude, fuck off, man. Just like, anime is meant to evolve. I also like, I'm taking my hat off. It's too fucking hot in here. There's also a lot of like talks about what's better, newer anime or older anime, and recency bias. Recency bias is like a huge thing that people talk about when it comes to anime and ranking anime. Like, is this anime or manga? I mean, manga, like, it's a different story, but is this anime good, or is it the flavor of the month? Bad manga gets weeded out so fucking fast, especially on Shonen Jump. But with anime, a lot of people say Kaguya-sama. I'm just bringing it up because I love Kaguya-sama. I think it's a good anime. I think Season 3 of Kaguya-sama, and Season 2 as well, they should be within, like, the top 30 on my anime list because of how good they are. They probably are, actually. But a lot of people say things like, these animes are the flavor of the month. They are, like, compared to things like Naruto Shippuden or Cowboy Bebop or, like, old stuff. Now, not just old stuff, but, like, Steins Gate. Steins Gate's a fantastic older anime. But, oh, so they are in the top 30? But, okay. So, like, I know this is like a huge long-winded rant. It's natural for anime to get better as the industry progresses and gets more popular and there's more budget into it. So things like Kaguya-sama that have a lot of time, effort, and heart put into it, not that these older series don't, but there's better technology now. It's only natural. I think it's kind of a cop-out to say that an anime isn't as good because it's just the flavor of the month. That's like the long-winded, like the TLDR, like, sorry for the fucking huge rant, but the TLDR is that it's only natural that anime is going to get better, and a lot of newer animes are going to hold up a lot stronger than some older ones. And a lot of people on the internet, especially my anime list, they, like, refute that with a hellish fire. Okay, sorry, I'm ignoring chat again. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, unpopular opinion, but I don't like Oshinoko. It just felt really slow to me. And then Drew asked what the premise of Oshinoko is. So the best way I can explain the premise of Oshinoko, because actually Animation Studio brings up a great point. You can't really summarize the first episode of Oshinoko without spoiling it. The best way I can describe Oshinoko to prospective people that want to watch it or read the manga. Oshinoko is a fantastic series where it's a series that does a fantastic job of doing a deep dive into the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry in Japan, mostly focused on actors, idols, and reality TV, and just how fucked up the entertainment industry is. Obviously, there's a lot more going on around it, but part of what makes Oshinoko so great is that it tackles these really hard and kind of dark topics and about the societal pressures of the entertainment industry. They covered one of my favorite arcs. It's a pretty early, yeah, like Hollywood. It's a lot like Hollywood. One of my favorite arcs in Oshinoko that's pretty early on that we'll definitely get in the anime, I think. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Is an arc that covers reality TV and how fucked up that can be. And when it was being covered, there was actually an incident in Japan on a show called Terrace House, which was a reality dating show, sort of like a dating show, where it's boys and girls put into a house in the middle of Tokyo, and, you know, they get to know each other, they mingle and stuff, and there was something in the show that kind of, I don't want to butcher the story, because, like, I mean to tell this story with, like, the utmost respect, because it's a serious story, very tragic. There was a woman on the show who was a pro wrestler, and I believe her uniform or her wrestling outfit was ruined in the wash by another one of the people that was living in the house with her, and I believe she was upset about it. And the way it was filmed, This is a huge paraphrase. Like, I really encourage looking up the story as well. After her outfit was ruined, she kind of was very upset about it. It was captured on film and portrayed in a way that made her look bad, and she got a lot of hate on the internet, and she got a lot of people like saying that she doesn't deserve to live, and so she committed suicide. And it's like a serious thing, and as that was happening, like there was an arc, like without, like, I mean, like there a lot of shit happens in Oshinoko, but Oshinoko is also covering like the dark side of like reality TV. So you know, I don't know, at the time reading it, it was just like, holy shit, like this is like so applicable, and like all the fucked things that happen with like how TV frames like these real human beings, and how people treat these real life human beings, even though they're on TV, like they treat them like they're fucking pieces of meat. Did you see the Magical Destroyers OP? It's incredible with old school art style. I haven't, but I'm gonna write that down so I can look that up later. I forgot to tell Twitter that we're live now. Shit. Naruto is the flavor of the last decade. I personally believe that old and new anime are really good and deserve their different praise. Oh, that's the most based opinion on a verse. I like that because like they're all great. I think also it's important to look at them with different lenses as well, because like when we did the fight scene, if any of you guys were there for the fight scene tier list when we were looking at the fight scenes and the stream kept getting taken down. The Cowboy Bebop movie isn't necessarily like an old school anime, but it was animated kind of old school style, kind of like Cowboy Bebop was animated. And the fight scene that we looked at was fantastic, Spike versus Vincent. And it was animated with like an old school style, and it wasn't very flashy. But then we have fight scenes from like Demon Slayer that are incredibly flashy, over the top, and have earned Demon Slayer praises like it's the best anime. Like the best anime in the world. It is the most popular anime right now, indisputably. And so it's one of those things. They're different things. Like you can look at them in different ways. Also, Toddler Punter, thank you for joining the boys. Actually, I have a confession for you guys. Toddler Punter is a very close friend of mine. So thank you so much. I love you, baby boy. And if you guys are playing Hunt Showdown later or something, I want to play some games. So, thank you so much, Toddler Punter. I don't know if I can dox you by saying your name on stream, so I won't. But I love you. You are my baby boy. I love old anime, especially this one called Kiba. It sparked my interest for anime. Kiba. Wait, I'll look up Kiba. We can... If you guys give me suggestions of things to watch, I am more than happy to watch things. Kiba. Kiba. That means Fang. I'll actually just remember that. What do you think about the new Dark Trio? When you say the new Dark Trio, do you mean Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and Hell's Paradise? Because I feel like, no disrespect to any series at all, but I feel like in some ways calling JJK, Chainsaw Man, and Hell's Paradise like a dark trio, I feel like in some ways some of these series don't fit together. Like, I feel like there's a lot of overlap between the weirdness of Hell's Paradise and Chainsaw Man, especially because Yuji Kaku, the mangaka behind Hell's Paradise, worked on Chainsaw Man. So, like, there's crossover in style because, you know, they're homies. And JJK does have a little bit of, or has a lot of wackiness, to be fair, but it is more, like, not that, I mean, they're all shonen manga. Actually, Hell's Paradise might not be a shonen, but they're all targeted towards a younger audience, but I think JJK's target audience is maybe a little younger than Chainsaw Man or Hell's Paradise. But at the same time, also, when it comes to, like, popularity, Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen are definitely on a different plane than Hell's Paradise. At the same time, I love all three series. I don't know. I was just fucking nitpicking the semantics of it, which is fucking cringe. But they're great. I love all of them. Right now, me and Zizu say it all the time, but I'm so like kind of put off by Jujutsu Kaisen right now. Not that I don't love it, but it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot of stimulation. Jujutsu Kaisen is overstimulating me lately. The manga, at least. The anime, I'm so fucking hyped for. G Satori, how are you doing? Good to see you. I miss less flashy fight scenes. Avatar Desto, I completely agree. I feel like the Made in Abyss movie, because we looked at that fight scene as well in the fight scene tier list. The fight from the Made in Abyss movie was taken away from because of the fact that it was just flashy for the sake of flashiness. That made it less likable to me. But I mean, obviously I loved the Made in Abyss movie because I wouldn't have put it there if I didn't think it was a fantastic movie. But the fight scene, like, it's just hard to tell what's going on when it's overly flashy. And I do love Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, but I think also some of the fight scenes are excessively flashy. Especially, like, I loved the Gyutaro versus Tengen in Season 2. That is a fantastic fight scene, don't get me wrong. But sometimes I feel like a lot of people confuse an anime trying to give their audience a seizure for being, like, fantastic animation. Don't get me wrong, Demon Slayer does have fantastic animation. I don't think an animation studio has ever cared more about making sure that their anime is well animated than UFO Table and Demon Slayer. UFO Table would fucking sacrifice their entire company's firstborn children to keep animating that series. But, yeah, you know. It's just, you know, flashy doesn't necessarily mean good. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen's so fucking confusing in the manga right now, Drew. So I agree with that. And it's not that I don't dislike Jujutsu Kaisen, but I am a little put off of it right now, you know? Have you watched Akira? I watched Akira. I love Akira. Akira changed the game for so many series. You know what's crazy? Akira inspired the new Puss in Boots movie. The animation director of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish said that there was a lot of anime influence that went into the making of that movie, most notably Akira. That's a fun fact, yeah. I fucking love that movie. I know a lot of people in chat probably already know this, but I spent $36. Oh, Jesus, voice crack. I spent $36. Yeah, what am I, fucking middle school? I spent $36 to own the Puss in Boots movie on YouTube. JJK Power System is more than a little confusing. Yeah, I agree. Also, what's up, Black God 59? Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen, where I will say that the disparity between Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, one of the biggest key differences between the series and their vibes, Jujutsu Kaisen has probably the most well thought out and defined power systems in any manga series. When something happens in Jujutsu Kaisen, a lot of the time Gege Akutami wants you to know exactly why it happened and how it worked. Sometimes it's like a fucking boring reading just a black page with like a paragraph of explanation, but with Chainsaw Man, as I say probably every stream and video that I do, the rules of the universe are intentionally vague to create the vibe that Chainsaw Man has. So that's a huge key difference between the series and what sets them apart. And part of why I like Chainsaw Man more, you know? Made in Abyss movies are just the anime summarized. So 2 of them are, I think, and then one of them is a canon movie when they go to Bondrewd's hideout, stronghold. I would recommend One Piece fight scenes, but spoilery stuff. True. Let's see. They would give a year of every citizen of Japan's lifespan to keep animating Demon Slayer. No, you're spitting. I don't know if it's as thought out as Hunter x Hunter, but it's close. Actually, you know what? true because I haven't read Hunter x Hunter, so I wouldn't know. Let's see. Okay. So, we've been looking at Fammy's hair color for a while now. I have a shit ton of things pulled up for you guys. We have the discussion thread for Chainsaw Man, chapter 126. Now, let's quickly recap on what happened last chapter. So, it started out with the continuation of Denji and the Falling Devil's fight. And the Falling Devil knows who Chainsaw Man is. She says, "You must be Chainsaw Man. Listen, I'm not really gonna kill anyone else. I'm only gonna send Asa Mitaka to hell so she can be eaten by devils. Do you care that much?" And Denji was like, "Oh, did you say Asa Mitaka? Just so you know, I was chasing that ass earlier." So he says, "Keep your hands off of my ex-potential girlfriend," and slices her in half. And she says, "Okay, well, fuck you. You're out of here. Fall and experience your traumas of the Chainsaw Man arc at the end of part 1 and fall into hell and just fucking die, dude." And he does for 2 seconds before scrambling his brain with chainsaws in order to keep himself on the ground and eat the Falling Devil, saying that she's a yummy corn dog. And then the Falling Devil pops out of Denji and severs him in two, tears him asunder, and she goes off to find Asa. But a mysterious devil hunter, or I am informed now also could be a student, cuts their hand and feeds Denji blood, saying, "I still need you to fight Chainsaw Man." And Denji gets up. And that's where we're at right now before the next chapter, which drops in, 12 short hours. A little over 12 short hours. So yeah, that's a lot to take in for one chapter. One 15-page long chapter. Now, in my chapter review video, I was not fairly certain, but, I had to make a video about something. I didn't have time to think about it. I was like, that looks like Kobeni's shoes. Maybe it's Kobeni's devil hunting uniform. So I was like, if it looks like Kobeni, it must be Kobeni. It doesn't really sound like Kobeni, because Kobeni would never call Denji Chainsaw Man. Kobeni doesn't know. Kobeni knows Denji. Kobeni would just be like, "Okay, Denji, can you get up, brother?" But also, there's so much. My thoughts on it was there's so much mystery surrounding Kobeni right now that she could feasibly be brought back and have a big role as maybe some kind of, maybe she was hiding her true nature and she's actually an antagonist or something, or she has ulterior motives. Yeah, and exactly, Drew's spitting. The Jordans were too fresh, dude. The Jordans were too fresh not to be Kobeni. That said, I have something pulled up. We're gonna, one sec, let me find it. We're gonna come back to this thread in a second, but, I just gotta find it. So someone did an analysis of the shoes on Reddit, and they think that it is Bro Benny or Kobeni Bussy Edition. Now that I look at it, I see that they have black pants as well, and black button-up shirts with white shirts under them potentially. So maybe the person that cut their hand wasn't a devil hunter and was a student. I don't know, it kind of looks like a devil hunter to me, but a lot of people think that Bro Benny or Kobeni Bussy Edition's Jordans are fresh enough to be this mysterious character. Yeah, so I could see it. I mean, Bro Benny would only know Denji as Chainsaw Man, so I could see that. And also, you know what? If it's Bro Benny, that's fine. That's honestly fine, because at least I won't look that dumb, Because if it's someone completely different, if it's Yoshida or something, and because I got a lot of comments of people saying, "Dude, it's totally not Kobeni, it's Yoshida." If it's at least Kobeni's brother, it could be like, "Guys, I was close, right?" So because the most important thing that comes out of whoever this character is right here, the most important thing is that I don't fucking embarrass myself. So if it's Bro Benny, I feel like that's the best possible scenario. If it's not Kobeni, Why would they hide Yoshida, though? Exactly, dude. No, that's what I was thinking. So every time someone would comment, "Dude, it's definitely Yoshida," I'm just like, they would just show Yoshida. If it was Yoshida, we know who he is. Fujimoto would have just showed us that it's Yoshida. We know him. He's our friend. I don't know. So who knows? I also there's a lot of comments that I didn't respond to in my most recent video, where it was people being like, it couldn't possibly be Kobeni. You are wrong. Because first of all, I don't like being wrong. But second of all, I'm just waiting. Because if the chapter drops tomorrow and it does end up being Kobeni, I'm so fucking petty that I will go back to every single one of them and I will be like, did you read the new chapter? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. I feel like I want to be that petty and I'd pussy out halfway through. But yeah, I just want to see Kobeni come back. I agree, Drew. If it was Yoshida, I don't see the point of hiding it. I agree. It's all right to be embarrassed sometimes. Dude, I embarrass myself all the fucking time. Push his glasses up nose. Yeah, dude. I do that all the time. I do that. That's my anime moment. I'm at work. Sometimes I push it up. I get a good reflection on my glasses. Wait, maybe if I look at the right angle, you guys can get a good reflection on my glasses. Like this? With my ring light? You guys see that? I have a cool video to show you guys soon as well. That's completely unrelated. I'm just looking at chat and thinking about things that are going on in my life. Could it be Fami? I don't think so, because Fami doesn't have fresh Jordans like this. And also she wears a dress, the women's uniform. But maybe. Where is the second Chainsaw Man? So much has been going on in this story, we straight up forgot about him. That's what I was taught. Like that's like one thing I was thinking about, because when I was doing the chapter review last week, I was like, okay, so it's either Fake Saw Man just doesn't exist, or maybe it just wasn't that important, because I don't care anymore. I've forgotten about it, you know? Like, I don't even think about it. When I'm making these reviews, like, I don't know. It is weird. Denji isn't the type of guy to go out and track down Yuko just to cut her head off. That's not like him. I could see maybe he was controlled by Naita, seeing as there were a flock of crows that flew away when Yuko was caught and killed. But at the same, like, because, you know, obviously, like, the Control Devil's power to control lesser life forms like birds and mice and crows and whatever, like, Makima or Naruto deems as lesser than herself. So potentially she deems Denji as lesser than herself and controllable. And the birds maybe signify that. I don't know. I'm just, that's me trying my best to cook. Like I said, I don't like thinking of serious things. I don't know, maybe that could be considered a silly little theory. I don't see returning of any character from part 1. Kobeni's arc is concluded. So Kobeni's arc, yeah, I guess we could technically consider it concluded. Like, she gets out of the situation at the end of part 1, and maybe she just lives a mundane life till the end. But I also think there's a lot of potential with her, because we don't know her devil contract, and there's enough mystery surrounding her. That's either maybe she's not, maybe it's just she was never as big of a character as we all either wanted her to be or thought she could be. Or maybe if Fujimoto wants, he can utilize her more strategically. Like Hirofumi Yoshida. I don't know if you guys remember I think it was the Jump Festa 2022 interview, Fujimoto had stated that he was surprised that so many people loved Yoshida, even though Yoshida only appeared in like less than 10 chapters of part 1. So I personally believe that after realizing how much people liked him, he decided to make him a bigger player in part 2. And now we're seeing him as a bigger player. Who knows? Like, I don't know what Fujimoto was cooking from the beginning, but it just seems like a feasible thing that Fujimoto sees all of the hype and even some of the controversy surrounding Kobeni, like the controversy of people going online spreading hate about Kobeni when the anime dropped. So maybe Fujimoto sees this and he's like, okay, like, I could make Kobeni more hype. Kobeni sells. Like, people like Kobeni. Yeah. Or Lloyd Rowe thinks it's the Chainsaw Man fan dude. Haruka Isayumi, this guy, the club president. Wait, I just realized you can't see that because my face is in the way. Haruka Isayumi, club president guy. I fucking hate that guy. Hate him more than any other character. It could be him. Why not? Maybe he's a fan. He just wants to see Chainsaw Man in action. But but like Drew said earlier, the Jordans make the difference, you know? This is Haruka Isayumi's shoes right here. They're black. Not like these sick white shoes, you know? Modern One Piece fight scenes are really well animated. Sorry, it's off topic. I wanted to show this earlier. No worries. I mean, it is like, I mean, we're talking about anime and manga at all times, so nothing is technically off topic. We spent like 30 minutes talking about Oshinoko as well, so like I owe you guys One Piece conversation as well. That's just a given. Probably Haruka. A lot of people think Haruka. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. What if Yuko killed someone during the school incident that Denji was close to, and so he did track her down to kill her in the end? Or maybe Nayuta controlling him to do it for some reason. I mean, Nayuta did kill quite a few people. She killed someone in the Devil Hunters Club. She very seriously maimed someone else in the Devil Hunters Club. Maybe he had a crush on some of the bully girls that were killed. Who knows? So, that, I mean, that's definitely a possible theory. Well, we still don't know if Kobeni permanently got away from her family or if she went back to them. Could have potential. Yeah, I really fucking hope she got away from them. Well, I liked seeing Kobeni in part 1 say, like, thank God. Sorry, my knee keeps hitting my desk. When she said, thank God I don't have to go back to my family. It's such a relief that I could be away from them. Because it's like, it gave a lot of depth to her and her situation. And her situation's always been fucked up. It'd be nice if maybe Kobeni got away and can live a happy life away from all this fucking Devil Hunter world bullshit. But, you know, I'm a Kobeni fan, so if we get a Kobeni in another chapter, I will be Wojak facing, Wojak pointing. My crack theory is that it's a new Blood Fiend, and I'm sticking to it until I'm wrong. If it were, like, say we see it's a character, what if it's like a guy Blood Fiend? And what if that's the new Aki of the series? That, oh my god, wait, okay, wait, Avatar Desto, kinda low-key. I want, like, put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. There's no evidence suggesting that that could be the case, but put a pin in that, because I like that. That's fun. That's fun. That's the kind of theory I like. It's fun. There is nothing supporting it, but it would be cool, right? Put a pin in that. Kobeni is one of the only characters to survive part 1. There's no way she just survived to never be seen again. Fujimoto would have just killed her. I could see that as well. I don't know. I feel like the thing about Fujimoto that's always made him, like, such a amazing writer is that he does oftentimes trick you into thinking a character is more important than they are. Like Himeno. When Himeno was introduced, she seemed like a character that was going to be there for a long time. Like a big part of the main cast, maybe even has a big effect on the story. Not that she didn't, but from introduction to, you know, being killed off, Himeno was in about maybe 20 chapters. 20, 30 chapters. That actually, probably 20, maybe even less than 20 actually, now that I think about it. So Fujimoto is like good at making you think that a character is more important than they are as well. Not that we ever thought Kobeni was important. She just fucking cries, but we all like that. If falling is a chef, does that mean that a devil ordered Asa? What if it was the Death Devil? Wait, okay, wait. Let's let Double B Bastard cook for a second. Because what if the Death Devil is in hell right now, and the Death Devil ordered Asa to be sent to hell as a gourmet meal so that the Death Devil could somehow separate the War Devil from Asa? Maybe, I don't know. You just got me thinking, you know? You got the gears moving. Remember when we saw the Devil Hunter Club? I thought they were all gonna be main antagonists of part 2. That would be kind of fun. I would still not be convinced that they aren't. I mean, maybe not main antagonists, but like antagonists in some way, shape, or form. Haruka Isayumi is a shiesty guy. He's obviously like a bit of a liar, shady, a little bit pathetic as well. This Jotaro-looking guy, maybe there's a little bit more to him than meets the eye. Maybe he's in cahoots with the Justice Devil. He looks like a guy that stands for justice, right? Maybe he's in cahoots with the Justice Devil. Bro Benny? I don't know. You couldn't possibly convince me that there's more to Bro Benny where like he'd be evil. But that could be cool. Fuck it. Why not? And then obviously, you know, the personified deity of humans' fear of starving to death. I don't know. Color me surprised that she could be technically considered an antagonist. I want male Blood Devil so bad just to mess with people in the fandom. Dude, that'd be so fucking funny. Yeah, like a male Blood Fiend or a male Blood Devil. I never complain when there's more sexy Chainsaw Man girls, though. Bro Benny could be the evil counterpart of Kobeni. That'd be fun. Maybe it's the muscle level who went to the gym through all of part 1 while in hell. Now he came back to get revenge, but we see normal legs because he skipped leg day. Yeah, it's just a pair. It's like a muscly pair of legs with like shoes and pants on. Oh yeah, Bro Benny was only the fuel for the Kobeni hype. True. Still want to know what Fami's connection to the Devil Hunter Club is. Like, do they know what she is? I would bet they don't know. Does he know? I would bet they don't know. It just feels like she's, like, controlling them or, like, using them. Because obviously she doesn't have the same kind of control powers. But I can see her being pretty manipulative and just, like, using them to get what she wants. Maybe. If both Denji and Asa got sent to hell, we definitely seeing our favorite stank girl power. I would love that. What if, okay, what if, here's a new one. While we're cooking right now. What if Asa does get sent to hell? Denji doesn't. Asa gets sent to hell. And Denji wants to go into hell after her to save her. And then we get like, maybe like 20 or so chapters from Denji's perspective because we just got 20 or so chapters from Asa's perspective. And Denji goes back to hell and he finds that Asa / Yoru have now befriended the Blood Devil and they're working together. I don't know. I honestly don't see that happening, but it'd be a cool theory, right? Wait, dumb question. Is the Gun Devil still out and about? I believe that the Gun Devil was killed with the Gun Fiend in part 1. At least that's what I think. I'm pretty sure that'd probably be a widely accepted idea as well. But, you know, I don't know for sure. Because with Fujimoto, like, like, what are the fucking rules? Like, say the Americans used their majority percentage of the Gun Devil's flesh to attack Japan, and that majority of the flesh was killed, but there's still the other countries' portions of the Gun Devil's flesh on Earth. So that's a fantastic question. Like, maybe it's not as cut and dry as the Gun Devil was killed and sent to hell. Maybe majority of the Gun Devil was killed and sent to hell, but there's still enough of him on Earth to split up his power and, you know, make him less of a threat now. That's how they could explain him not coming back and wreaking havoc on the human world. Does Asa know Yoru's a horseman, or does she think she's just a devil? I think she just thinks all of them are devils. I don't think she understands that the horsemen of the apocalypse are a concept. To be fair, I don't even think Yoru understands that as a concept. I think she understands that she has sibling devils like Fami. I don't think she understands that Nayuta is her sibling. But I don't think that the characters are as hip as we are, you know? Obviously, Makima knew, but I don't know. I'm not so convinced Yoru knows. If she has no Riz, how does she manipulate them? I saw a joke that Femi was the treasurer of the Devil Hunter Club, and it's canon to me now. Oh yeah, she's like the Chika Fujiwara. Was Chika the treasurer? No, she was the secretary. Ishigami was the treasurer, right? I don't fucking know, dude. Something like that. The other devil hunters in the club never bring up Fami even once. You would think that they all went to the aquarium together, then some of them would wonder where she is, but they never say. You know, okay, so with that in specific, the aquarium incident, I just gotta think, you know, like, maybe it's just convenient writing for Fujimoto, because think about Asa, or I guess Yoru, or no, Asa turning the aquarium into a spear, and then using it to kill the Eternity Devil outside in public. Like, not even the police think to question this high school girl that was capable of doing this. I don't know. That's just me. Like, sometimes, you know, you gotta take the convenient aspects of the series. Like, maybe they didn't know Fami was with them when they came to the aquarium to check things out. Or maybe Fami put them up to it. Maybe Fami's like, there must be a strong devil here. Maybe you guys go. Maybe she's like the coordinator of the Devil Hunters Club. But sometimes, you know, I just accept that, you know, there are small, technically, like, writing inconsistencies, I guess. Probably the biggest one for me still being, you know, Asa turning the aquarium into a spear. And no one saying anything, no one thinking that's weird in the slightest. But, you know, not that that's a bad thing, you know? I said, you know, like 50 million times in that sentence. Let's see. I remember when Nayuta being all the hype, and now she's just on the far side of the community now. I'm still hype about Nayuta. I think a lot of people are still hype about her. But, like, we got our moment. We got our Nayuta moment. We got to see her, like, awesome personality now. And how much, like, her overprotectiveness of Denji. I think we got to see a lot of Nayuta. And it was satisfying. So maybe if we don't see Nayuta again for a while, when she comes back, it'll make it even more hype and fun. Also, what's up, Sky? How are you doing? Good to see you. How do you think a Horseman reunion, family reunion would go down? I think I would love to see a flashback with how it originally went down. With Makima mentioning that Chainsaw Man once fought the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I would love to see how that went down in maybe a flashback panel. Alright, so Sky says, I feel like the cast of Part 2 has been a bit lackluster so far. Only Fami, Nayuta, and Denji / Asa are the ones I care about, whereas where we had Aki, Power, Himeno no Kobeni, etc. in Part 1 by now. I guess in the character department, so I feel like that one of the key differences between Part 1 and Part 2 in the character department... Sorry, I'm fucking with something on my desk. That's why if you hear any weird noises, I'm just fucking with like a pocket watch because I need to do something with my hands. I feel like there's maybe a little more deeper introspective character writing in Part 2 so far. Not that there wasn't in Part 1, but there is a lot more exploring like the mind of Asa Mitaka than there was for characters in Part 1. Maybe Himeno got some good exploration into like where her head's at, but Fujimoto I think is putting a lot of hype into his new main character, and because of that, we don't get quite as much love for some of the other characters or developing more characters, which I guess I could see that as being like maybe a little lackluster on the character end of things. Sorry, just wiping off my glasses. I feel like they're different. Part 1 and Part 2 definitely have hugely different vibes. You know, for better or for worse, depending on what your tastes are. I know Sky in our chat, in our group chat, for the on Twitter, we were talking with Thorium about maybe the fall off that Chainsaw Man is having with its Japanese audience right now. How the sales for the Netabare volumes are going down a little bit. And we were talking a little bit about that, about potentially why Chainsaw Man, at least the manga, isn't performing so well in Japan as it is in the United States right now. Because there's a lot of Fujimoto and Chainsaw Man related hype in the US right now. Obviously, there's us, or I say the US, I mean the West. I say US because I'm in the US. But all of us here right now are, obviously, we're Western fans of the series. And we love it. We absolutely love it. That's why we're all here. But the sales of the volumes keep going down. Volume 14, I do believe, had a very lackluster opening week and subsequent weeks. And I think there are a few factors that go into it. Obviously, the reaction that a lot of fans in Japan had to the Chainsaw Man anime. Some of them were a little upset with how the direction was handled with Ryu Nakayama. I don't necessarily agree with that, but that was a lot of the hate that the Chainsaw Man anime got. And a lot of the times, anime is used as a way to sell volumes of manga. And so I'm certain a lot of people who didn't like the anime and were anime onlys don't really feel like buying volumes of the manga if they didn't like the anime. And then maybe people who like the manga who watched the anime and were so put off by it, which I don't get it, but maybe they were so put off by it that they just stopped buying the manga. That's part of it. But what we were really talking about on Twitter was the fact that this type of story, so Chainsaw Man started on Shonen Jump, and a lot of its audience are, you know, the Shonen Jump audience, the weekly Shonen Jump audience, even though it's on Jump Plus now, which is, you know, young men, ages like 14 to 18 in Japan at least. And this type of story that Chainsaw Man is now, this flip away from Denji murderizing people to the feelings of this young woman, this young girl that's our main character now, Asa in Chainsaw Man. I could see that as not going over so well in Japan with the Japanese audience, at least the target shonen audience that, you know, a lot of manga in Shonen Jump tends to market themselves towards. Fujimoto just does his own thing, so he doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna write Peak, and he's not gonna get canceled at this point. You know, he's on Jump Plus. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Volume 14 sold 260,000 copies in its first week. So yeah, that sounds like a fantastic number, and I would think that that's an amazing number. That's amazing numbers, but compared to other volumes, and especially back in part 1, it's technically a little lackluster in sales. Let's see. What if hell opens up and all the past devils come out, like the Gun Devil, Eternity Devil, Bucky? Well, Bucky comes back. I mean, that'd be hype just for Bucky himself. I think he's condensing for less characters and bringing more love to Yoru and Asa, which is Peak, but just different, and I want to see how he'll do it. I feel that way as well. I feel like that's the big part of part 2, is that he's focusing on a smaller cast, but diving deeper into it. I think Fujimoto just really likes writing Asa now. She's his shiny new toy he can abuse. I definitely see that as well. He is loving Asa. He's given her a lot of development, you know, putting her through the ringer. I like the manga a little better than the anime because there were things Fujimoto could convey in the manga that you can't convey in animation, like the Darkness Devil's hand going through manga panels. I agree. I definitely I loved the Chainsaw Man anime, but, you know, it would be remiss of me to say that I don't like the manga more than I like the anime, because I love the manga. Honestly, this channel is like a Chainsaw Man manga YouTube channel. I hate saying that because I don't really want to be like a Chainsaw Man YouTube channel. I want to do like a bunch of other shit, but, you know, I love Chainsaw Man. That's why we're all here. But yeah, most of my videos are about the Chainsaw Man manga. I love the manga, and I prefer the manga to the anime. I will say that. I like the setting of this school arc because it's not like the teachers randomly have their students hunt devils. It's more of a superhero setup where the devils go to them. And honestly, it feels so surrealist, right? Like, there's just a normal world and life going on in Japan right now in this Chainsaw Man universe. Yet sometimes a devil will show up and massacre scores of people. And then it'll happen, and then once it's over, everything's back to normal. And it feels weird. It kind of reminds me, in a way, this is going to sound weird, it reminds me of Adult Swim's Smiling Friends. Fucking love that show. It's the best adult comedy I've ever seen. I love Smiling Friends. But Smiling Friends is similarly surrealist, where it's these weird, wacky creatures and, like, people that just do like mundane things. Like mundane things happening in wacky circumstances, you know? This is the opposite, where it's mundane circumstances where wacky things happen. So I think it's similar in that way. Yeah, the cast is getting progressively larger, but, you know, Fujimoto has a lot of ground to make up after he killed most of the cast last part. You think we're going to hell tomorrow? Because I certainly hope so. I want to see hell soon. I'm not so convinced we're going tomorrow. I was thinking about it recently. I'm not so convinced we're going to hell yet. I think we're going to at some point because Denji has his obligation to fulfill the power. But I think we might be too early. I think there needs to be a lot more part 2. There's a lot more stuff that's been built up and hyped that I think we need to get through before we go to hell. Jake, do you have volume 12 in Japanese right now? You can go to the first character page where Asa doorbell rings. Or first chapter page where Asa doorbell rings. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I have it in my bookshelf. Alrighty. Let's see. I have volume 12 right here. So what are we looking for on that specific page? There are 2 shoes on the second panel. Let me find it. It's the first chapter. That's when the school president and the teacher go to her door, right? In chapter 1 or chapter 98. I could have also just pulled it up online. Okay. Yo, wait, what the fuck? Wait, no, he's actually, like, he's onto something. Wait. Okay, wait. What happened there? Give me a sec. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull this up. I have to show you guys this. Wait, Sky, I don't know. No, this is, I think this is exactly what you intended to show me. Give me 1 second. Let me open up Jump Plus. Because Sky just pointed out something nuts. Oh, I'm so happy we're getting this on stream. Okay, this is kind of nuts. Yo, Sky, where the fuck did this come from, dude? I just gotta find Chainsaw Man real quick. Alright, Chainsaw Man Part 2. Alright. Let me get to the right page. Okay. Full screen. Technically, I'm not allowed to show this on stream, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, here we are. Let me just move my display a little bit. Alright. Let me zoom in a little bit, too. Alright, you guys see this? So, she's in bed. I want to die. That's what she says. Right here. Her doorbell rings while she's in bed. There's 1 pair of shoes here. She looks up. There's 2 pairs of shoes. 1 right here. The same pair here. Then a new pair of white kicks. That look a lot like the fucking Jordans seen in the newest chapter of Chainsaw Man. What does this mean? I don't know. Does this mean anything? I'm gonna be real with you. Probably not. It's probably an inconsistency. But this is pretty cool, right? Yeah, Fight Club Theory is back. Dude, no, look at this. What the fuck, Sky? How did you find this? Wait. How did you find this? Oh, you've been saying this since day 1? So this is something you noticed on your first read? What the fuck, dude? Oh, sorry. I see strangers comment from a while back wondering about Asa's dream with the chickens. That's also another thing that needs to be explored before we go to hell. But what the fuck? How do you notice this? Can I zoom in? No. Wait, give me a sec. AoE confirmed. Yeah, something's better than nothing. Dude, no, Sky, what the fuck? How did you see that? How did you notice that? Wait, okay. There was another one. Wait. I know I could get in a lot of trouble for showing just manga scenes like this because it's technically not fair use. In chapter 125, it was recently, someone noticed something. Was it 125? Yeah. Wait, let me... Alright, full screen. Let me see if I can get it like this. Maybe not. Okay. There's like a person in the window of chapter 125, but it'd be too hard for me to show it on stream like this. But whatever. That was really cool, Sky. What the hell, man? Oh, you saw the too, Zizu? Yeah, I agree. I'm not 100% sure it's not an error. Because, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something Fujimoto would intentionally put in. Sorry, I'm just fixing this. I don't know. Let me just exit out of this. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to look at, but all right, maybe that's okay. That looks fine. Actually, I'm gonna move it a little more. Sorry. Yeah, I'm also pretty sure it's like just an error, but it's fun to think about things, especially when you see like a little inconsistency like that. That's kind of crazy though. So I'm gonna keep that in mind going forward. Shit, dude, that's such a cool theory. Not a theory, but like just something to point out. Yeah, Sky's thinking like Fujimoto. Have you heard the theory of Asa having a third personality due to her name meaning three hawks? Yeah, I have that theory pulled up that I wanted to talk about a little later right now. I have that. I didn't read it yet, but I saw that there was a theory on Reddit. So I pulled it up so we could look at it today together. You just been keeping it in the back of your head because it feels off? Yeah, now that I see it, it does feel off. Yeah, how can you accidentally draw a whole pair of extra shoes? Alright. Alright. Let's look at some of these comments on the chapter thread, the new chapter thread. Lots of memes. The self-lobotomy never fails. Alright, yeah. A lot of people are just excited about the Denji lobotomy, which was, to be fair, a lot of fun. But I think the more applicable thing, let me find the three hawks thing. I think the most applicable like things to talk about with the new chapter would be the whoever came to help Denji. I don't know, because a lot of cool shit happened in this chapter, but I feel like not enough people are focusing on who came to help Denji. A lot of people, because we saw the Hayakawa family again in chapter 126, and a lot of hype came from that. But we're all looking at the wrong things, you know? Oh yeah, the Zizu is spitting right now. The assistants, usually it is assistants that draw backgrounds, but you know, that could lead to some inconsistencies. So it still could be an inconsistency. Okay. You know what, though? You know what, Zizu? I think we should still be wary, because a lot of the times when there is an inconsistency issue, especially when it comes to something in the background like that, it technically does get fixed in the Netabare volume. And I have the volume here, and it still is like that. The extra pair of shoes are there. So, I don't know, like maybe it does mean something. Because I know at least for Tokyo Ghoul, when Tokyo Ghoul was coming out, if there was an issue with the version that was serialized in the magazine, it would usually be fixed by the time the full volume came out. I think with Chainsaw Man as well, there have been a few moments where what was serialized in Shonen Jump wasn't actually the final product when the volume came out. Like maybe some little issues were fixed. A great example in Shonen Jump is the chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen that was unfinished when it got uploaded, or when it got put in the magazine. And then it was fixed upon the release of the volume. Or it could be, yeah, two different assistants worked on the panels, and it is something so small that it could slip under a lot of radars. Oh, yeah, maybe there's some like Yodu scars fixed, but I feel like like it could be that Yodu scars were easier to recognize, and so it was easier to go through with a fine comb and be like, okay, we gotta fix that. Hard to say. What's the Fight Club theory? So the Fight Club theory, I always say it, like I fuck it up every time I say it, I butcher it. The theory is that Asa and Yoru aren't actually different people. They're the same person, and Asa was the War Devil the entire time, but she basically made a split personality, maybe to protect herself or something. I don't know. I always fuck it up. I want to do a video about it, but after the Falling Devil said something like Asa Mitaka and Yoru being a human War Devil combination, it kind of screwed over the Fight Club theory a little bit. I think a lot of the times chat does a way better job of explaining the Fight Club theory than I can. Yeah, it's like what Gagarin says. It's not hard proof, but it's in interesting detail. Seigi not having an eye patch unreadable. Yeah, like Zizu says, it could still be something, but it's so out of the way and missable that it almost feels irrelevant. It would be cool if it does end up being something, because I love stuff like that. Bringing up Tokyo Ghoul again, like how the main villain of the series was introduced like 100 or maybe 100, 150 chapters before you even know he's the main villain. He just shows up in a panel, in like Toka goes up to him at the university looking for Kaneki. She sees someone that looks like him from behind. She taps him on the shoulder. He turns around. He's like, "Excuse me." And she's like, "Oh, sorry, you're not the right person." And she was like, she walks away. And little does she know, it's the fucking main villain of the series. And it's just one of those silly, missable things no one would ever think about until they go back and see it. So, yeah. It could be something that he intentionally left there, like a breadcrumb. What do you think the Death Devil will look like? Hirofumi Yoshida. I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably a sexy mommy, knowing Tatsuya Fujimoto. You want silly, missable things that nobody thinks about till you get further along? Read One Piece. I know. We're getting there. We're getting there. I was going to do my One Piece reading stream last week, and then I was, like, so burned out. So we'll do it this week, I keep saying. Okay. I have this theory pulled up that we were just talking about. Asa's last name, Mitaka, means 3 hearts. Part 2, Chapter 2, name is 2 birds. Obviously referring to Asa and Yoru, the latter whose actual form is just a bird. Hawks are kind of bird. Yeah, no way. You even have a panel zoomed in where there are 3 birds right after Asa agrees to help Yoru. But why 3 if it is 2 birds? This is obviously a foreshadowing that there will be a 3rd being on Asa's body at some point in the story. Since Asa means morning and Yoru means night, we can assume the 3rd being called another stage of day. But who? I know who. Also, the 3rd stage would be called Hiru, probably. Hiru. The Leech Devil! Oh, Hiru. Yeah, Hiru means day. So, the Leech Devil, Hiru no Akuma. Hiru means leech. But you know what else it can mean? Noon/midday/daytime. Another stage of the day. Asa morning, Hiru noon, and night Yoru. The Leech Devil reincarnation will join Yoru, possessing Asa's body, that making the 3rd hawk on Asa's name. That would be so funny. Wait, okay. Was that what, I'm so sorry. Who was talking about this theory earlier? Was it Avatar Desto? Yeah, it was Avatar Desto. Was this the theory you were talking about? Because I just saw that there was maybe a theory about there being another Asa personality, about the 3 birds. I didn't read this yet, but the Leech Devil, that'd be so funny. That's a good theory. I like that. Let's sort by the best. The Leech Devil would sound very random and lame when the other devil is one of the 4 knights. Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I also think the Japanese culture see a day to have 4 instead of 3 stages. Dawn, Asa, Day, Hiru, Dusk, Yoru, Dusk, Bon, and Yoru, Night. That is not the right kanji for day, my friend. But Mitaka actually hints a third personality. I hope it would be another one of War's personalities. Maybe even a crueler one after Dennis throws out nuclear weapons or Nazis. Yeah, that's not the right kanji for daytime, but I'll let that pass. I'm not necessarily sure if there's too much of a difference. Like, obviously, with my limited knowledge of the Japanese language, I don't know if there's too much of a difference between evening and nighttime, but you know, it's still fun to think about. Oh, Drew, that's such a sweet thing to say. No, oh my god, that's so sweet of you to say. No, okay. I every now and then I have this conversation with you guys. There is no possible way I could ever, like, not remember, like, these chats that we have here on these streams, because it's so much fun for me. I've talked about this before. These streams are, like, the most fun part of my week. That's an incredibly sweet comment. Jesus Christ, no, that's incredibly sweet. Thank you for saying that. But no, oh my god, there's no way I would ever, like, first of all, not want to keep doing this and having these conversations in these streams and talking to you guys. But, like, yeah, no, like this is my favorite part of the week. So there would be no way that I would ever, like, forget about this, you know? Oh, God, my heart's full. Holy shit. Don't make me fucking cry. The main villain of One Piece was introduced inconspicuously. Oh, fuck yeah, I love that. Oh, Rip Asher, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, 3 people in a single body would be a crowd. I was there last time when you got drunk and gave me $200. I don't remember the $200 part, but I do remember getting very drunk on stream. I was talking about this, but I don't really buy into the Leech Devil part, but her having a third personality seems cool. I like, obviously, like, it's not gonna be the fucking Leech Devil. That'd be cool, though. But no, I'm with you, Avatar Desto. The visual language part of this is a strong sell is a stronger sell than the than the language IMO. Fujimoto is too much of a film buff for that to not have some meaning. Or maybe Hiru is the third Hawk. What if Asa and Yoru merge to make Hiru, where part of Asa goes away and part of Yoru goes away, and they finally meld into one being known as Hiru. What's my evidence for that? I have none. But, you know, it'd be cool, right? I like throwing out crackpot theories like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Pochita turns out to be a primal devil that adopted the persona of a chainsaw devil. It would explain the existence of fake sawmans and the real chainsaw devil. That'd be a cool theory. I like that as well. Because obviously there needs to be more to Chainsaw Man than just, like, being the chainsaw devil. Because as scary as chainsaws are, there's no way that more people fear a chainsaw than, say, like, blood or needles or knives. You know, chainsaws are actually, maybe you could fear a chainsaw more than those things, but, like, everyone has a fear of pain, blood, darkness, so on and so forth. But the chainsaw devil himself seems so overpowered and brokenly strong that you gotta think, like, there's no way that he's just powered up by humanity's fear of chainsaws. That doesn't make sense. I'm not afraid of a fucking chainsaw, you know? Like, it's a very inefficient murder weapon. And if there were fears of chainsaws, it would have to be, like, a pretty recent fear, seeing as chainsaws were developed in the late 18th or late 19th century. So, you know, it's one of those things where you gotta think, like, what's Fujimoto cooking? Like, there probably has to be something more to the chainsaw devil than just being, like, the fear of chainsaws that make him so strong. Because remember at the end of part 1, when Makimo is like, because there's a parade in the streets of people adoring fans of Chainsaw Man, he's losing his power because people aren't scared of him. They love him. They're happy for him. They want more of him. So, I don't know. There's a lot to think about there. That's a cool idea that you've brought up there. What if Asa represents civilians caught in between, and Yodu and the other personality are the two sides at war? You are cooking. You are cooking with that. I do feel like there's a lot of symbolism with Asa and Yodu as characters and living in the same body. Denji could be the third person in Asa. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, dude. That's funny, though. I still want the original fight with Chainsaw Man and the Horseman to be a silly sibling squabble over Pochita. Like who gets to keep him as a pet. Evidence? Trust me, bro. A neat observation is that neither Pochita nor does any other character refer to Pochita as the Chainsaw Devil. Yeah, have we ever seen the word Chainsaw Devil used in Chainsaw Man? Maybe early on in part 1, but I haven't heard Chainsaw Devil in a long time. Imagine someone has a chainsaw running next to your, or just running next to you and rips through your skin. That would hurt a lot, Asher. It would hurt a lot. On the verse, I didn't know that. Chainsaws were originally made for the purpose of cutting bone. It was used in surgical procedures to assist with birthing children. So for all the ladies in the audience, yes, chainsaws were used to help women in surgical procedures. Ain't that fucked up? Whatever Pochita actually is consumes that which grows from fear. So maybe what makes Chainsaw Man so strong, or the Chainsaw Devil so strong, is the fact that, like, he's eaten things like nuclear weapons and Nazis, these huge, scary ideas and concepts. Maybe those power him up as they get erased from existence. But then you gotta think, like, why can't other devils do that? Why is it that the Chainsaw Devil in particular can erase concepts from existence like that? You know? I don't know. That's a rhetorical question because obviously, like, none of us really know. Like, if you guys have some cool theories, let me know, please. But, you know, there's just so much, because I say it all the time, Fujimoto leaves it so intentionally vague. You know, it's hard to ever tell for sure. I'm convinced that Asa will get a happy ending where she'll get the love and affection she wants from people. That's what I want. I want Asa and Denji to find their happy ending. But if Asa and Denji have their happy ending together, that means I can't have my Reize and Denji happy ending, but whatever. I feel like that ship sailed. Speaking of which, I have some Denji and Reize stuff to show you guys. Actually, wait, this is 12 pages long? Fuck no, whatever. Okay. Nah, fuck it, let's read it. Why not? Let's have a little fun. We like to have a little fun here. I just want to read some comments first, and then we can read this little fan story someone made, where Reize gets introduced to Denji's school. They just call him Chainsaw Man all the time, but never the Chainsaw Devil. Only time he's referred to as Chainsaw Devil, only one time was he referred to as Chainsaw Devil, but it's Makima towards Aki. So she could just simply be lying. Oh, true. Because I remember it being close to the beginning of part 1, where she says something like he's a boy that's mixed with the Chainsaw Devil. Because I remember seeing Chainsaw Devil mentioned at some point. So I guess that was the point. Maybe Pochita's the fear of being erased. And that's a fear that Yodu has when she talks about how at this point everyone's going to forget about me. That's really sad. You guys remember that? Shit's sad as hell. It's in volume 13, I think. Oh yeah, Pochita's just Jesus anyway, right? I heard a theory that Pochita is either extinction or mutilation. Extinction makes more sense with his power, but mitigation makes more sense with his design. That's a cool theory too. Can other devils generate effects on what they eat? What if Denji isn't the only one? Yeah, it'd be really funny if, like, Chainsaw Man is just the only one that tried. Wouldn't that be kind of silly? Like other devils have this power where they can just eat a concept and erase it from existence, but no one's just tried. Like, Chainsaw Man's the only one who's like, wait, hold up, let me cook, let me try something. He got hungry one day. Maybe it wasn't originally the Chainsaw Devil, but somehow morphed into it. For the hype she got, I felt like Reze was kind of overhyped. That's a tough thing to hear, because I love Reze. I'm a big Reze fan. I think Reze is a character whose importance is definitely overestimated. That, because like what we were talking about before, Reze's importance is definitely overestimated, but I do think she deserves the hype she gets. As a Reze lover myself, I think she does kind of deserve that hype. But she definitely, I think her importance is overestimated. Obviously, because like we might just never see her again in the manga, and that would be okay because her character is done, her arc is done. Yeah, just one arc really. I was doing a reread of part 2, and this series is meant to be binged. The full part 2 will be so good. Maybe I should go back and reread all of part 2 before the next chapter tomorrow. I probably could. I don't want to go to bed too late tonight, but I probably could. Because I have volume 12 and 13 right here. I like to reread in Japanese a lot, so maybe I can go through these a little later. Yeah, I also hope we get some more Reze development in the anime when season 2 drops. All right. So this is the Denji and Reze reunion. That was like a fan story that was posted on the Chainsaw Man subreddit. Today, I'd like to introduce everyone to our new transfer student. Now, settle down. Okay, introduce yourself. Why is it Tanaka-sensei? Why is Tanaka-sensei still there? Creepy fucking douchebag. I'm Reze. I was born abroad, but I can speak Japanese. Pleased to meet everyone. She's super cute. Oh, yeah. Quiet down, everyone. Be nice to her. Denji's like, makes a face. He makes a face, but then he realizes that it's his, realizes that it's his ex-waifu. Denji, do you remember me? I don't know. Who are you again? What? It's me, Reze. We explored the school at night together. We did so many things, but you really don't remember me? Nope. We even kissed, you know. Nice blushing. Okay, if you can give me a straight answer, then we can go on a date this afternoon. This fucking manipulation. Crazy, crazy. He says, Reze. And she says, correct. Then they go on a date to a game center. I never actually read this. They get a Chainsaw Man plushie. This is my first reaction to this. They got crepes. This is kind of cute. This is making me sad, actually. They're walking home. That was so fun. Well, school is fun, too, but this sort of thing is nice, too. Ain't it? Ate a lot of good food, too. Hey, Denji. I like you, Denji. What? I'll make you happy, so won't you go out with me? Go out? For real? And that's part 1. Is this just like fan fiction? Just like cute slice of life fan fiction? For real, Denji, or do you hate me? I like you, but my roommate's a pain in the ass, a super troubled kid. I don't want Reze to get hurt. If we flirt in front of Naita, then who the hell knows what'll happen? So Reze, and she gets fucking slammed in the back of the head by a chain. Naita? Why? She got too close to you, Denji, even though you are mine. Woof. What the hell? Turn her back right now. I'm your number 1, right? Cut the crap. You're both important to me. Now turn her back now. This instant. Really? She ain't as bad as the previous one, but she's still got a bad smell, you know. I'll let you have whatever you want to eat tonight. Steak. He says yes. She says yeah. And turns her back into a human. Is this just like someone writing out a cute like slice of life story for what we couldn't have in the manga? Denji? Hey, guess what, Denji? I don't really remember it well, but everything went pitch black all of a sudden, and you came to save me. Denji? I haven't saved yet again. And then he starts to throw up. No, he throws up a flower. This is like some fucking Twilight ass shit, dude. I really wanted to give you this back at the cafe, but better late than never. What the fuck? This flower, heh. Thank you. Then, okay. We can go to your place, Denji, as long as I'm with you. We should. Should we go on a date again? Naito looks sad? Denji's like a dog this time. Well, whatever. In the end, I'm Denji's number one. Don't eat whatever you want. Whatever you find, bad doggy. And then there's a rat. Will there be a part 3? Who knows? Part 2 of 2. I guess this is kind of cute. I thought this would be like maybe a little cool. Maybe some chainsaw action. I don't know. It's very Twilight-like. Jake's favorite Chainsaw Man characters: Reize, Power, Kobeni, Himeno, Makima, Quan Chi, and the fiend girlfriends Asa and Yoru. You know, it's very hard to say if I had a favorite Chainsaw Man character. I do like Reize and Kobeni. I like Cosmo a lot. But also, I really like Denji. I like Aki. I like Yoshida. I think I like most characters, you know? Off topic, but did devils eat people for fun, or they had to eat people? We saw devils like that Bat Devil consume people like crazy, but we never saw Makima drink a drop of blood. I feel like it's less that devils need to eat people. I think devils can eat whatever they want, really, but it's the rules of their existence is that they have to hate humans and want their deaths. I think it's like just supposed to be like a hellish nightmare outside of human comprehension, you know? Reize's importance is giving Denji his actual first taste at agency, and also setting off events of the International Assassins arc. No, yeah, Zizu's cooking. I completely agree that her entire, like, the point of her existence as a character was to develop Denji and to develop the future of the series. And as much as I want to see her more in the manga, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see her again. Yeah, no tongue biting this time. Yeah, holy shit, dude. It'd be scary, right? Yeah, nothing depressing here. This isn't Fujimoto. Yeah, you could tell this is a fan chapter because Fujimoto would never let Denji be happy. And then he woke up and cried, true. Yeah, snap back to reality. Yeah, we need a Chainsaw Man slice of life. I feel like part 2, while still being like Chainsaw Man, is like the closest we're gonna get to Chainsaw Man slice of life. Too many Denji and Reize fan comics have depressing endings, so this one was nice. I saw the one where it was Denji running away with Reize and them living together, and then Reize like tries to say something, and then it like blacks out, and it turns out Denji's in Makima's apartment after the events of Chapter 81 happened. That shit was nuts. That's a depressing one. I pulled this up. What Sky's mentioning, I pulled up the poster for the Chainsaw Man Festival in Japan at the Tokyo Garden Theater. That is May 20th. I fucking wish I could go to this. Why can't I, dude? I would fucking love this. I would vlog it and shit. It'd be so much fun. But instead, I'm gonna have to look at all of the live streams people do if anyone goes there. But I'm super jealous. Doesn't look so cute, this poster, with them in like casual clothes and stuff. Casual Makima, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not necessarily a Makima simp, but I will say casual Makima kind of does it for me. I like this. This is really cute. So maybe I'm a casual clothes Makima simp. I just want Quan Chi to come back. I totally agree, brother. Yeah, a lot of potential with her. And then it's another thing that Fujimoto brings in so many characters, and then like who knows if he's ever gonna bring them back, you know? All right, gamers, I'm going to quickly grab some more water. I will be right back. I'll be right back. I still have some more stuff to show you, so enjoy my pink chair. It wouldn't be a live stream if I didn't stop to grab water at some point, because I'm talking myself to death. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, they get shirts and bracelets, dude. I'm so fucking jealous about this. If Fujimoto tries to make a slice of life, he accidentally kills 99% of the characters. Fujimoto shows up to the Chainsaw Man Festival incognito and starts telling people future spoilers for fun. They don't know, and neither does his editor. That'd be a PR nightmare. I wouldn't be surprised if Fujimoto does go to this event incognito. Or maybe like in like a chicken mask or something, and like he has an interview on stage. That'd be kind of fun. Where'd you get that nice chair? So I got this off Amazon. I might have a link. Let me see if I can find it. It was actually a gift, if you'd believe it. Let me see if I can find the chair I got. Pink gaming chair, Amazon. It's kind of cheap, I'm not gonna lie. Is this the one that I have? Yeah. What's the brand? Maybe it's this one? No, mine doesn't have bunny ears. Because that's too cringe. Maybe it was this one. Yeah, it looks like this one. Right here. It's like super cheap, $63. It was a gift anyway. Actually, if you believe it, my chair's kind of wobbly and falling apart a little bit. I like it a lot, but or maybe this is a little different. But it isn't very expensive. Yeah, Zizu just seeing the future. It's because Zizu is Fujimoto. Ah, stranger, thank you so much. I'm happy you have fun here. They're very chill and cozy for me as well. It's nice to just like have people to talk to, you know? And just like have a bunch of conversation about something that we all like. So it's a lot of fun for me too. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Getting one now. Yeah, I'm not so sure that the one we looked at was the right one, but it's something like that. It was cheap. It was around like $60, $70. Fujimoto's in the chat, Pog. What's up, Secret Doves? Wednesday. Secret Doves and I are going to film something epic. I know I need to get back to you on Twitter. I need to send you a DM. I'm so bad about that. I'm so sorry. If I'm ever like bad about answering DMs and like comments on YouTube and shit, that's just me, dude. I'm so bad about that. He did say part 2 is going to be very meta and definitely has a burner account. I'm sure he has a burner account, or he's just seeing how we receive it. Because like with Yoshida telling Asa to stay away, he interpreted it however. Sorry, I just had like a fucking stroke trying to read comments. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Fujimoto waits to see fan reactions to things that happen in Chainsaw Man to shape the future of the series. Yeah, he was aware after Chainsaw Man's Part 1 popularity poll. Oh yeah, Denji doing the post from his movie date. Dude, how do you catch these things? How the fuck do you catch this? Can I zoom in? His date pose. How the fuck do you catch that? Just got off a double and you're streaming some JoJo's later? Jesus Christ. I never asked, and also, you do not have to say this on stream. You can also just send me a DM. What do you do for work? Because I know you said that you work at a specific time of day. So, you don't have to say that here because that's totally me doxing you. But, I'm just curious. I know I never asked. I probably should have asked. Were we talking? Was it this morning that we were talking? Because I was talking to Doves on the train at like 5 a.m. Either this morning or yesterday morning. Have you seen the possible JoJo's reference in Buddy Stories? No, I have Buddy Stories here. I could probably look through it. Wait, let me look it up on here. All right. Chainsaw Man Buddy Stories JoJo reference. That is not Buddy Stories. Alright. The internet is proving to be somewhat unreliable on finding any information on that. But if you have a specific moment, please feel free to share. Yeah, he definitely watching people talking about how wholesome Yuko was and did the thing he did. Jesus Christ, yeah. That's so funny. What a cruel turn of events with the shit he pulled with Yuko. Man, what a fucking asshole. I love Fujimoto, but holy shit. Making her go off the rails like that. It's always kind of been like that, right? He added the Kobeni dance and date stuff because people were sad about the Aki and Power stuff. True. It always feels like that felt like such a knee-jerk chapter. That's my favorite chapter, chapter 85 of part 1. Oh, it's Power posing. I can send you images. That'd be awesome. Yeah, send me images, please. I could pull it out here, but it would be hard for you guys to see. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Universe. I forgot to do a live now tweet, actually, but let me pull it up. I'll be honest, Yuko seemed a little too sane for her to survive part 2. At least at first she seemed too sane. Because obviously, you know, after the don't come to school tomorrow moment, things changed a little bit for her. Power doing the, what's his name? Josuke Higashikata pose. Yeah, that totally looks like a JoJo reference. There are like JoJo references in like the Pokemon anime even. I could totally see that being just like straight up a JoJo's reference. That's fire. I'm gonna retweet that. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Chainsaw Man was cemented as my favorite manga when the main character decided to get fast food in the middle of a climactic fight. That's peak Fujimoto writing. And I feel like his writing has only gotten better since then, too. Finding myself needing more and more water. Just making my throat hurt. Okay, what else do I have for you? Oh yeah, this is from a gachi machine in Akihabara. Who the fuck? Wait, let me get myself out of the way. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Someone needs to explain themselves right fucking now. Who thought this is okay? It's literally the exact same cake too, with like the chocolate card and the strawberries. Someone's a fucking jokester here. We have a comedian in our midst. For doing something like that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, happy birthday, right? Have I ever told you guys that Denji and I might have the same birthday? Seeing as the events of the Gun Devil attack took place in September of 1997, and Denji's birthday happened soon after that, it could even be assumed that his birthday is between middle and late September. My birthday is September 19th, so there's a potential Denji and I have the same birthday. It's a fun little fact, right? Yeah, they do a little trolling. Yo, that rules, I need it. That might be on Mandarake or something. I feel like Secret Doves, I feel like you also have like the hookups to getting shit from Japan. I always use like Mandarake, Ami Ami, or Bai, but I feel like you also have the hookups. Yeah, no, someone's a fucking comedian here. You do not? Oh, dude, I recommend Bai. You'd be able to navigate it well because you're like way more Nihongo Jozu than I am. Chainsaw Man was cemented as my favorite when Power got over her fear of the Darkness Devil by lying to herself that she defeated the devil and felt insanely proud of her achievement. I laughed so hard. Yeah, Power's such a good character. She was just, like, not only did she add, like, a silliness to the series, but she added so much charm. That's why, like, I'm really excited to see the Blood Devil again, because Power is just, like, a huge part of what made Chainsaw Man so special. Yeah, now we need more Power Cake merch to mess with the anime-only people. I thought of a fun video would be to make Power's cake. Not that I'm a baker or anything, but that'd be kind of fun, right? Yeah, we need more silliness in part 2. Oh yeah, that's legit why it can't be Power, though. Yeah, because technically Power doesn't exist anymore. Alright, what else do I have to show you? Yoshida is not the Death Devil in my opinion, and this post is about why. First of all, Makima would have recognized him. Makima said, "You fought the Weapon Devils and the Four Horsemen who are now here." She fought along the Death Devil and is Death's sister. My nose is especially good so I can tell. She has a great sense of smell and would have recognized Death's scent in an instant. But no, she asked personally for Yoshida to protect Denji, Chainsaw Man. Why would she want one of her enemies to protect her idol, even though it would be a great danger to her plans? So yeah, she says also Hirofumi Yoshida from the civilian sector. She hired Hirofumi Yoshida from the civilian sector for 1 month. Then she says, "Death, war, hunger, there are many things this world would be happier without." Not only that, but as said in the manga, Yoshida is only a third-rate devil hunter who is hired with that knowledge in mind. He isn't as strong in Makima's perspective as Death should be. Also, neither his other two sisters recognize, or Jesus Christ, or even suspect him of being Death. I hate how this little page-turning section covers part of the text. Especially Fami, who recognized Yoru at first sight, even though she was possessed by she's possessing a completely different being's body. Disproving points. Here's an argument that says he says she knew, which means die or death. The problem is, it's ignoring two things. It's correctly written as she knew, not she knew, like how the image suggested. Ooh. Knew. True. His ring finger is clearly mildly up, meaning it's a different sign. Yeah, that could have just been, like, people finding... That could have been just a huge stretch the whole time. And then 4th East High School. 4 is pronounced in Japanese as she, and she can mean death. You know the drill. The proof comes from Yoshida appearing when this number is shown, but I believe it is rather to represent that a lot of people will die on this school, rather than it being foreshadowed that Yoshida being death, that Yoshida is death. Remember what was the division our protagonists were in part? Jesus Christ! Remember what was the division our protagonists were in part 1? 4th Special Division, doomed to be a place where almost everyone in it died. No Death Devil was in. Oh my God! Am I having a stroke or is this incredibly hard to read? No Death Devil was in. It foreshadowed the doom of the division. Okay, yeah, it's hard to understand. Okay, that's it. I think it's the same school, or I think it's the same for the school and the people in it, supposed to symbolize death rather than foreshadowing us who is death. Cool post, but like, and like, I don't think Yoshida is the Death Devil, and I haven't thought that for a while. Post is a bit of a nothing sandwich, but yeah. Damn, I just realized I didn't upload the rearranging Yoshida's name to give you Shidayo, which means yo, I'm death. It doesn't really mean yo, I'm death, but it's like, it is death, you know. TLDR, Yoshida isn't the Death Devil. Chainsaw Man fans are just goofy. Chainsaw Man in 13 hours, let's go. What's up, Diversion Dude? Chainsaw Man fan. How you guys doing? The main lacking in Chainsaw Man right now, all the characters are mentioned are not active in every arc. It may be something Fujimoto decided, but to me, something feels like he's facing difficulties in giving time to others. I feel like we talked about a little bit before, it does feel like Asa and Yoru are shiny new toys for Fujimoto, so he wants to show them off properly and actively give them their times to shine, you know? Yeah, I feel like Yoshi does a fantastic red herring for the Death Devil, but I haven't thought that he's the Death Devil for a while, you know? Obviously, when it was a theory that was going around, it was fun to, you know, adopt that theory and talk about it, but it just seems silly at this point. Oh, the deep meaning behind corn dogs in chapter 126, Japanese analysis. Okay. This is a long one. I didn't think it was going to be, but I pulled it up because I thought maybe it'd be funny for us to read for the first time together. In the newest chapter, Denji says he wants to eat corn dogs from France. There's actually a deeper, traumatic meaning hidden behind this sentence understood through a Japanese context. And this is the original Japanese text. In the Japanese version, Denji says he wants to eat Frenchy dogu, French dog. In Japan, corn dogs are known as American dog, America dogu. So why did Fujimoto Sensei have Denji say he wants to eat French and not American, when the Japanese name for corn dogs is the latter? Denji has just went through his traumatic experience remembering Aki and Power. Him stating his desire to eat French dog in Japanese is because this is a dish that's popular and sold in Hokkaido, prefecture of Japan. Aki is from Hokkaido, where Denji and Power visited in part 1. Having gone through his memories of the two, Denji recalled having eaten French dog while on the trip and started saying that. He mutters France in Japanese. In Japanese, there was no from, just French. Either to distract himself or seeing as it's the name, or seeing as what the fuck, Jesus Christ, I'm having like a stroke trying to read things today. Either to distract himself or seeing as its name is French dog, and Denji, having tried it in Hokkaido, might have thought it was originally from France and wanted to actually try the authentic thing. In many cases, people from Hokkaido generally call corn dogs French dog, unlike the rest of Japan, which names it American dog. So Denji might have actually been influenced by Aki, who's from Hokkaido, into calling it that too. This means that despite cutting his brain to stop thinking, Denji's experiences with Aki and Power were still seeping through his wounds, through his words. Jesus. Pretty deep and great writing hidden in context as always from Fujimoto Sensei. So technically that could be just a stretch. I'd like to think of that as like some deep meaning writing. I don't know. I feel like I'm so skeptical about every little theory I see on the subreddit lately. So Fujimoto is from, I believe, Akita Prefecture in Japan, northern Japan in Tohoku. And even though Tohoku isn't necessarily like close to Hokkaido, it is, or it's not in Hokkaido, it's the closest part of the mainland to the island of Hokkaido. So maybe they call it that in Akita Prefecture as well. I don't know. It could just be a Fujimoto thing. This just feels a little bit like a stretch. It's kind of cool, though. Chainsaw Man manga readers using the Hubble telescope to read between the lines. Love to see it. Yeah, the James Webb. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is looking into it a little too deep. What is... Maybe we could look this up. Maybe we could find this out for ourselves. French dog. Japanese. Okay, now it's just showing me, like, dog breeds. Oh, okay. Hot dog in Japanese. Maybe there's a Wikipedia page. Oh, not hot dog. Corn dog. America dogu is what it says here on Google Translate, but we need something a little more concrete than that. Let's see. We'll see this Oishi book. Maybe that won't show us anything. Because maybe if we could find something, it'll say something like, it's also called French dog in northern Honshu and Hokkaido. And then the answer for that could just be written off as, you know, he's from northern... Fujimoto's from northern Honshu, so that's why he thinks that. Let's see, maybe this? Nope. Alright, maybe not. The world will never know. But it's a cool little thing that he pointed out. Maybe he's cooking. Maybe he's stretching. Who knows? Oh, I thought this was a cool thread. It was reused / inspired character designs in Chainsaw Man that Fujimoto featured in his other works. Like Nayuta being from his original Nayuta one-shot from 22 to 26. Yeah, Fujimoto just accidentally makes these connections. Chainsaw Man hasn't... Sorry, I'm reading some comments now as well, then we'll go through this. Chainsaw Man hasn't really been about saving the world. I can't help but think the apocalypse is going to be a misdirect in some way. Yeah, Fujimoto does love his red herrings and subversions of expectations. Let me check the Japanese for corn dog in chapter 21. Does he talk about corn dogs in 21? Wait, Secret Doves. If he does, like, hit us back up about that, because I do want to know. I also have... That'd probably be volume 2 or volume 3. I have volume 3 in Japanese in the corner as well. Oh, in chapter 2. Oh, because he says corn dogs in chapter 2 as well. I'll let you check that because I have the volume back there I could check as well, but I wanted to show you guys this. Secret Doves, I appreciate you doing this. Alright, so reused character designs. Obviously, Nayuta from Yogen no Nayuta, written by Fujimoto in 2015. Other 4 characters also reuse her eye design with Yoru, Makima, Fami, and the Future Devil for some odd reason, right? Didn't even notice that until this post. Yeah, Future Devil's the secret horseman. It's the Death Horseman. Then we have Agni and Akoku. Kind of looking the same. I didn't actually notice the similarities between them until seeing this comparison here. They share same physique, hairstyle, and face structure. Not only that, but Seigi also loses the eye Agni has burning for a good portion of the manga. Something to add is that Seigi's surname can also be read as Akuni or Aguni. Or Aguni. Oh, because it has the kanji for bad country. Really? Seigi? That's the kanji for Seigi? That's fucked up. That's like having, like, the last name, like... Or like your parents naming you Dick or something. Like Richard, so people just call you Dick. And, like, relentlessly bully you. Akoku? Or Aguni? Seigi? Is that actually... Wait, Secret Doves, because you're, like, the most, like, good person at reading kanji that I can think of. Certainly, probably in the chat right now. Is that actually the reading for Seigi? Is that what they call him? Or I guess I have the manga here, so let me see if he's in here. Do they seriously call him, like, bad country? Let's see. Wait. I have his introduction right here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Akoku, yeah. Yeah, that's literally the kanji for his name. What the fuck? Bad country. That's weird. Not weird, but feels like that's a nickname that'd get you made fun of in middle school. Oh yeah, the guy in the Reize arc, the assassin in the Reize arc, and Kalu. And also other design elements shared with Kishibe. That mouth scar. That's a cool mouth scar. I feel like maybe also the scars on Michiko Tendo and Yoru's scars could also be used in this. Or not. Fujino as an adult and Asa Mitaka. Makima was the first character Fujimoto had a solid image of, as she was a character in Breath of the Stars, one of the serialized works in Fujimoto's head, out of many fantasy stories he imagined in junior high. Fujimoto, before Chainsaw Man, I was thinking of a story comic called Ibuki, and the heroine's name for that was Reize. I thought this was a cool little post. A lot of fun. That's the name for Argentina in Japanese? Huh, that's funny. Akoku? Really? Akoku? Akoku? Does it use that kanji? Crackpot theory has struck me. So far, we have mainly seen the Future Devil show. Sorry. I saw a comment get, like, deleted or something. I don't know. Crackpot theory has struck me. So far, we have mainly seen the Future Devil show Future Deaths, so maybe Future Devil is the Death Devil. That would fall in line with, these eyes right here. It's a cool theory. Alright. I had one more thing to show you guys in specific. Oh, yeah. Someone went to a Chainsaw Man exhibit, or the Chainsaw Man exhibit in Japan, and got some pretty cool pictures of the exhibit. Let me just get my face out of here. So these are some pictures of the Chainsaw Man exhibit in Japan. We have this... Sorry, voice crack. I'm in middle school, I swear. We have this awesome statue of Denji in chainsaw form. I have the smaller scale image of this figure coming in the mail, I think in July. Pretty fucking cool, right? I have this the smaller scale version of this power figure also coming in July as well. Super cool, based off of the Volume 2 cover in Chainsaw Man, with all of her blood weapons and the padded boobs, because there's no way that they're actually that big. I'm just so jealous looking at this. This amazing Aki statue, dude. Oh my god, the things I would do to have this in my house for purely scientific purposes. And then the Makima with the somewhat disappointing proportions, if you guys catch my drift. Pretty cool though, with all the guns around her and the blood. Let's see. Oh, and yeah, and this person got these like great like frames, I guess stills, from the Chainsaw Man anime, which is absolutely beautiful. I would love to own something like this, like storyboard stuff. Ugh, I love it. I wish I could have gone and gotten something like this. Ugh, so beautiful. Someone's a Makima fan. Holy shit. Yeah, sexy either way. By the way, Agni is fire in Sanskrit. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Aku isn't just bad or inferior. It also means like of or related to in scientific context. And it was used back in the day for a lot of the kanji versions of English words to Mount's pronunciation. Huh. Learn something new every day. Also, I just realized my face has been gone for a while. You learn something new every day. That's awesome. Yeah, my kanji reading level is probably N4 at best, and maybe N3 as a stretch. Honestly, if I were to live in Japan, it would be 90% because I wanted to see these exhibits. Other stuff is 9% possible Fujimoto sightings and 1% because of culture. Yeah, I would love to live in Japan someday. I've talked about how I want to make like travel vlogs someday too. It'd be a lot of fun. That was essentially the last thing I really wanted to look at, show you guys. And because I've been talking so much, throat's getting a little scratchy, so I might call it there today for the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, looking at these theories and stuff with me, all these cool little pictures, talking about all different things like Oshinoko, One Piece, cool fight scenes, Japanese kanji and pronunciation, and crackpot theories. Once again, words cannot describe how much I appreciate you guys spending your evenings here with me. I do want to try to do a stream on Wednesday. I gotta be up early as shit Thursday morning, so it's gonna suck to try to figure that out. But either way, it'd be fun to hang out with you guys again this week. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching this stream with me, and I'm gonna eat some ice cream straight from the carton like a heathen, as some of you guys here are well aware that I am inclined to do every now and then. So thank you guys so much for watching. Genuinely, you guys make my heart so full. It's hard to convey my appreciation over the internet like this. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys so much. I wish there were like a better way for me to show it, you know? But I'll get that sappy shit out of here. Fuck that. I love you guys. Good night.